So, what is up, y'all, man? We are back again with another banger. My tire size, my wheel size, and yeah, everything else. So, I'm gonna get into it and give y'all some OG knowledge. You feel me? Oh man, we are back with another banger. Today I'm just gonna tell y'all, man, like about the Mustang and some good parts that you can use, you can utilize, good price, and still look good. You feel me? So, and then I will touch on what I have on the Mustang as far as suspension, my wheels, my tire size, and things like that. So, yeah, it'll be good. So I'm gonna just get straight into it. And yeah, so if you guys didn't know, people that don't know, people that should know, but if you don't, this is her. This is her. And all of her glories, her goods, her bads, her happies, her sads, her ups, her downs, everything, man. We've been rocking with you, feel me? So this is her, and she's been doing what she's supposed to be doing, man. But yeah, so basically, man, as far as suspension, I'm just gonna get into it and just tell you guys. As far as suspension, I'm rocking field suspension all the way around, custom field suspension from front to back. They were on Swift springs, on some little Swift springs that weren't doing the job, like 20K or something, or 15K or something weird. I was on Swift springs. I swapped them. I hit up 326 Power UK. We talked. They got me a good custom spring rate setup. So I'm currently on 326 Power front and back, 50K all around also, but I am going to take the 50K off the front and run 80K, so that's what we're working on now. Cut some holes in the bumper, some little speed holes or whatever, just to add some spice. Cut the hood, do some vent work, and do some cool stuff like that. The light on the other side, as you guys can see, we are in the process of rebuilding the other light like this. We're going to gut it and cut it and all that stuff, so we're going to do some cool stuff with that. The fog lights, everybody's asking about the deletes. We're in the process of doing some custom deletes and stuff like that. The lip, of course, we're doing a new lip, custom lip, a little shorter, a lot stronger, because I'm tired of spending all this money on these lips. You feel me? They just stay for like 2 months and that's it. So I'm getting the lip, all that's going to be done. I'm not going to tell you guys the wheels yet, but the tire setup is a 215 35 up front and then 255 35 in the back, but we're currently in the process of taking the rears off and running 250 35 instead of 255 because you do get a little rubbing issue, not too much, but it does rub a little bit, so we're gonna take those off and run 250 35. So anybody that's trying to run this kind of setup, if you're just trying to get a nice strong beefy setup and still have a good amount of clearance, these tires are good. So I'll tell you one more time, the front is 215 35 19s, these are 19s, and then the back are 255 35 19s, and then the width, the 19 by 11 in the front, and then 19 by 11.5 in the back, and then 13 all around basically. So that's what we're running as far as the specs. These wheels are super duper amazing. They're pretty hard to come by. It took me a while to actually find them and come by and to get a good rebuild on them. And yeah, just to get a perfect dialed in spec that I wanted, you feel me? So it took me a while, but of course, for the best, VR found them for me, got them rebuilt super quick for me, and yeah, I sent them out. So shout out to VR. Y'all are the best. Y'all got me my first set of 3-piece wheels. Y'all got me these set of 3-piece wheels, and man, y'all are amazing. So thank you again. And then I'm gonna tell you guys basically as far as suspension that I would run if I were a little more on a budget. I didn't care about as much travel because the setup I'm running is basically for travel purposes, track purposes, just to have comfort is pretty good for the height that this thing is at. So I mean, it's not bad at all. It's actually pretty comfortable for me. So I just did it for more comfort, I guess, and more so track, so I can have all my travel still, and yeah, just have fun on the track. So, but if you're just looking for like some fancy stuff around and do some cool things, I would definitely prefer Raceland and SRs. SRs are really good. and so are Raceland. So Raceland, I ran those forever at all my coilover setups. Those were the absolute best. I ran them like the first couple shows. I drove it like a couple hours on them, and they go good, man. I love them. They run hard and it's last, man. They last. So that's what that is. And then for the SRs, those are pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie, those are pretty good. I think the only difference is the SRs have the camber plates up top, and then the Racelands don't, if I'm not mistaken. But the Racelands slotted the towers up top, so I mean it really doesn't matter as far as camber plates and stuff like that. To me, it didn't at least. But as far as a budget, if you're just like, you know, you only have 350 or 400, listen, I would buy the Racelands, slot the towers a little bit if you want a camber in the front. But if you didn't, you can just literally just stick them up, push them down, send it down the road. You feel me? So Racelands did me justice. Everybody that, like a long time ago when I started this build, those are what I had with the weds, and they got me pretty low. I just took the helper springs out from the front, took those out, and then the back, I cut those springs a little bit. And on this setup currently, I forgot to tell you guys, on this setup currently, I am running just one single coilover. It's about like, it's not big at all. It's just one single coilover, one piece, so it's not individual, it's not a ring and then a shot. You know, it's just one piece together, like front coilover. So that helped. Then as far as my low, like how I got to my low, my ultimate low, man, it was just honestly just by like cutting stuff, man. Like I just cut a lot of stuff, re-welded a lot of stuff. I don't know, it just happened. You feel me? So it really came by cutting and cutting and cutting. It wasn't so much of the coilovers. The coilovers are mainly just to like make the ride bearable, I guess, to make it, you know, to where you can drive and have a decent ride. But as far as low and stuff, it was just mainly cutting, because like I tell you guys in my posts all the time, my coilovers are like 5/3 away from the top, so they're basically fully raised, you know. And I know it's crazy, but it's just from a lot of cutting, man. We did notch the rear, and I did a lot of stuff with the rear. I would tell you guys right now, if you guys wanted to get lower in the rear, I would definitely run IRS because of the time and the headaches you'll save, you know. So on this, it took us, we thought it was a 6-hour job or something, maybe a 6-hour job or whatever, and it ended up taking us like 25 hours plus. So like, it took us a long time just because there was so much extra stuff that had to be routed, dropped, and cut and welded and rebuilt, and just, it was a lot of custom work to the rear that we had to do. So I would just run IRS just because it's just basically tabs and all that. It's a lot easier, so I would run that. Save the headache, save the time. You can get camber in the rear and you'll look really good, honestly. So the only reason I went with the solid rear and I just did whatever it took to get on a solid rear was because you guys know I am in the process of like doing my swap and stuff like that. So I am gonna run like higher horsepower, like 500 plus, something like that. So I wanted to utilize all my power to my wheels. So I want a full contact patch, and I'm on the track sliding stuff. I want to be able to really handle and feel my car. So that's why I went this with the solid rear. But other than that, man, if I were just gonna be stancy and go crazy, I would just run the IRS, bro, because I really like camber in the rear. The Civic has, you know, I love camber, man. So I really like the camber look in the rear. Like I said, I was just going for a more of a track feel, because I'm going to be really hitting this thing hard. We're pretty good, but if you're really trying, like I said, if you're really trying to get that super low, I would just upgrade them to like 50K or something like that, you know, something just a little stiffer. But I'm not sure, like somebody told me through a DM that you can Miata, maybe some like Miata coils on the rear. I'm not sure about that. I've never tried it. I mean, it seems smart because Miatas and 240s, you can do the weirdest stuff with those, so they get the lowest. So if you could run Miata coils in the rear, that would be pretty dope. I never tried it, but that's just a food for thought if you wanted to try it, you know, and stay on a budget again. So I run like, honestly, like same thing like Racelands or like Godspeed or something. Like if you were running Miata coils in the rear too, just to stay. Godspeeds are like 400, and then Racelands are like 300 or something like that. So just to stay on a budget, I would run those. And then, like I said, if you're not on a budget and you're a baller and you can ball out, I would get Broadway. Feel is amazing, man. They do the job. I can't thank these guys enough at Feel, man. They got me set up, and man, these things have been great for a long time. And I beat them, and I ride them hard. And you guys know this thing just just does everything. Like it rides pretty hard. So the coils have been holding up pretty good, man. Nothing's blown out. Nothing's been going bad. It's mainly just springs. I'm just gonna upgrade my springs, like I said, just to get that 100% stiffness and just so it doesn't rub as much. But as far as the coils themselves, the travel, the dampening, the whole everything about them, amazing, man. They're amazing. So if you guys on a budget, stay at Raceland and SRs. They're great. I love them both. If I had to pick between them, I would pick probably Racelands, just because, like I said, I was on a budget when I started, and I can't stress this to you guys enough. Like, I want you guys to, like, a lot of people are still on a budget building these cars, you feel me? And that's what I look at when I'm building my cars, and when I'm doing trial and error stuff. I want to find you guys the most cost effective, but still decent quality parts, and that's what I do, man. So Racelands are amazing for $350 or $400 or something. Run those. If I had to pick between Raceland and SR, it would definitely be Raceland, just because SRs are 700, like 750 or something. They felt not too much different to me, in my opinion. It's just, like I said, you got the camber caster plates, and then I think you got like a 26 or something, like dampener or something, I'm not sure, but something like that. On the Racelands you don't. But like I said, if you're just trying to like slab it and go crazy on the street and just chill with the villains and stuff like that, I would definitely just run Racelands. Everybody that was asking, also, this hood is from the V6 hood, or they had it, I think, on like a 01 Cobra too. So this isn't stock hood. If you guys didn't know, for everybody that was asking before, that is just a V6 hood. I just wanted it because I knew I was gonna cut the scoop out and run aero and stuff like that, like forced inductor, like stuff like that. So I just took that hood. I got this off of a kid for like 30 bucks. It's crazy. 65 bucks or something, I forgot. This thing's worth like a lot. So yeah, I booked that from a kid. As far as the inside, there's not too much. We're still working on the gauge. Everything's hooked up in the gauge. You just gotta get the oil pressure gauge. I've been lacking on that just because it hasn't been on top of my priority to grab, but I'll get that. My wheel, I am running just a Nardi wheel with the Nardi to Momo adapter, for everybody that was asking, because you can't run the Nardi to the Momo just straight up. You have to get the Nardi adapter to the Momo, just because I think the Momo is a little wider, like the holes are spread further apart. So that's what I run as far as my steering wheel setup. I remember a couple people asked me that. But yeah, these lights I copped off eBay for like 60 bucks. If you guys want to go there, just go type in like clear headlights. I copped those for like 60 bucks off eBay. Nothing crazy, nothing major. I just liked them just because I knew they flew well with the color. They would flow well with the color and then with my wheels. So copped those. Like I said, 60 bucks. eBay, super cheap, nothing expensive. And yeah, man, they changed the whole game, you feel me? And tail lights, I'm doing some, we're gonna do the same thing. Probably like, we're gonna gut the tail lights and try to do some real cool stuff with that. Like this whole build base is just basically, man, like you guys know me, I'm so like inspired by Japanese builds and stuff like that. I really get literally all my inspiration. I love the cars in the States. I love static cars. I love bad cars. I'm not against any cars, man. So whoever asked, do I have anything against bad cars or anything? No, I don't. I love every single car, man. I just wanted to make it more hated, but well respected at the same time, you feel me? So it was just a vibe, man. I got the vibe. We had the vision, planned it out, and made it happen, you feel me? So that's what that was. I think that's pretty much it. That touches on everything on it. Lip is just a normal Mach 1 lip off of American Muscle for 60 bucks. And so I think that's pretty much it. We are in the process of doing the inside as far as we're gonna get Brom seats and harnesses and the whole 9 too. So that's in the process. But yeah, man, that's it. So to wrap it up, to recap the whole situation, the coilovers I would run would be Racelands and Racelands or SRs. SRs are good if you're dampening and stuff like that, and then the Racelands are good for on a budget, super on a budget. If you know, if you have other parts to buy and you're really on a budget, but you still want to get that nice low, I would definitely go Raceland. SR, like I said, is a little more, and then if you guys are really trying to just get top quality parts, really good parts that like if you're on the track, I'm not gonna say top quality, but really good parts. Like if you're on the track or if you do anything like that, I would definitely run Feel. Byway's really good. I mean, that's pretty much all I run. But yeah, so those are the top two for the top quality, and then for the for the budget build, I would run, like I said, Raceland and SRs. Yeah, I think that wraps it up, man. So again, you guys, please like this video up, man. You guys actually got me pretty good in the last video, man. I really appreciate all the love and all the support. You guys mean the world to me. So if you can like this video up, again, guys, subscribe, and comment, bro. Comment what else you guys want me to do. If you guys want full walk-arounds, if you guys want just me driving car washes, driving to the car washes, just mobbing this thing around, whatever you guys want, let me know. If you have any questions or concerns on your suspension or anything on your car, let me know. I would definitely help you with that. And yeah, man, like I said, this channel is just a big family, man. Big family, all positive energy, all positive vibes, and no question is a dumb question, bro. So just let me know. No question is bad, so just let me know. Because we all start somewhere. That's how I look at it. We all start somewhere, and I just want everybody to elevate together, bro. So just let me know. You feel me? Yeah, that'd be it, man. Like I said, man, y'all are the best. I love y'all. I love all y'all, man. Just like I said, any questions you have, let me know. I'll answer them. Y'all are number one. Y'all are the real MVPs. And let's kill it, bro. Simple. Bang.